Have you ever wondered what the essential requirements are to become a great heavyweight fighter? If you think about muscles, you're wrong. Endurance and great punching power are the determining factors that separate a boxer destined for greatness from two clowns in the ring, whose only benefit from his involvement in the discipline is monetary. While there are losers like Mike Tyson, Mitch Green, among others, who train their bodies to make themselves a suit of armor. Avid fat man in the ring who earned the respect of the fans and their opponents. One of them is Brian Nielsen. But what happened when Nielsen faced the boy in the iron armor? Welcome to today's video. I invite you to relive the deadly encounter between Brian Nielsen and Mike Tyson. A night that left no one indifferent. Make yourself comfortable because our adventure starts here. Originally from Korsal, Denmark, Nielsen made his professional boxing debut in 1992. Since that first fight against Terry Armstrong, Nielsen managed to rack up an impressive streak of over 60 victories, where knockout was a constant and a single loss. Despite not enjoying the characteristic athletic body of many boxing legends, Nielsen managed to emanate the figure expected of a heavyweight fighter. Therefore, in the new millennium, fate brought him face to face with a fighter who could be a great challenge for him. The one and only Iron Maiden, Nielsen, who had only been defeated by Dick and Ryan in 1999 by way of a knockout, coach in the final jump of a fight scheduled for 10 episodes.
Very well, 1,000 front. A lot of effort!
I assume that
They send a challenge for Tyson.
there was
I've
none.
had my best years. Therefore, on the night of October 13th, 2001, over Rindal Park in Copenhagen, Denmark, a true clash of titans took place. The promise was to fight until one of them couldn't go on any longer. The outcome will surprise you. First round, towards Sovereign. Tyson came out of his corner with his characteristic aggression towards Sovereign. Immediately, Nielsen tried to stretch out his left Tyson came out of his corner with his characteristic offensive impact towards him, but had no choice but to leave the position to cover him, who was an enormous target. The first punches burst onto him, choice but to leave the position to cover himself. It wasn't the first time Iron Mike experienced kind of giant in his victory through continuous body attacks. This was the first time Iron Mike his victory through continuous body attacks was the best way to achieve Tyson's offense by throwing his right hand at him. Tried to neutralize Tyson's offense by throwing his right hand at him. Occasionally, Nielsen tried to neutralize. Nielsen had already run out of ammunition for the battle. It seemed that Nielsen had already run out of ammunition for the battle.
Left hook to the head by Tyson. Left hook to the head by Tyson.
Was cornered and subjected to absorb a significant flurry of punches. Less than a minute before the end of flurry of punches. After her, it was easier for Tyson to push him back. After her, it was easier for Tyson to push him back. In the second round, Nielsen started by retreating until he positioned himself against a neutral corner. Tyson's left hand was already shading with his hooks, while his right hand was looking
I
for
was trying to break the
of the
guard.
giant. Against the ropes, it seemed like Nielsen's brain was only commanding his body to withstand the cruel attacks executed by Mike. If they returned to the center of the ring, for Nielsen it was only a matter of seconds before getting trapped again.
Here comes the lower part skating. To the back designation, Tyson.
In these scenarios, launching attacks is opening your guard at the risk of a powerful blow hitting you without resistance. I suppose and sends you to the canvas. If Nielsen neglected his head, Tyson went for it. If not, he went for his body. He really was a big target. And Tyson's fruity combinations had a strong tendency to land.
Second round, overhand, not even inside. Listen, I'm not throwing anything. City.
Third round. Nielsen started the third round against the ropes, reduced and forced to absorb a flurry of crazy punches.
Tyson had lost his mind right in front of me.
Started the assault, leaving him only two options, cover up or fall. Realizing his skills wouldn't free him from his harsh reality, Johnson went for the clinch so the referee would step in to separate them. However, it didn't take Tyson long to replicate the brutal opening scene. Tyson was the clear aggressor in the bout, cornering and pummeling Nielsen with every three punches. So, hell of a man with an impressive professional record. Almost perfect. He was not up to the task. But therefore, it was no surprise when a great direct combination to the head made him retreat until he fell seated on the canvas, hitting his back against the rope.
Subtitles number 3. Oh, get out of there! Leave it, Mike!
Nielsen got past the security count, but he's badly injured right before the episode ended.
A low blow made him faint like that.
Yara Nelson took a few desperate steps around the ring before collapsing to his knees, clinging to the ropes in his corner.
See you next time.
The giant was lost. He was given 5 minutes to recover. Fourth jump. As Tyson wanted to finish what he started, and with just the first punch pushed Nielsen against the ropes. The giant's counterattacks were almost non-existent. Probably his physical build was the only thing keeping him on his feet at this point. Thank you.
And he pulled out the hammer.
Heavy injury, and Nielsen had to endure it.
See you next
Round
time.
where Iron Mike dominated every second with his offensive victory, the question was how much longer Nielsen's could withstand. Fifth round. Nelson feared getting into a close exchange of blows with Tyson and his little waltz at the beginning of the round. It was evident.
Seems so.
Give the reality that eventually
More arrived.
he would do it.
And I didn't
Rush it. When he did it against the corner, he received a new dose of harsh blows to the body. Tyson's combinations.
Occasionally they burst in the head.
You see Danielson.
Subtitles created by the Amara.org community.
And making the most of every inch. Subscribe and hit the bell.
With his demonstration of
Great boxing. He was the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion in history. Nielsen's frustration became evident when, with less than 20 seconds to the end of the round,
against the corner.
he looked for the clinch so that again the referee would break Tyson's clinch. But would he hold Tyson by the neck?
A subtle piece.
The important act of
Provocation that sentenced him to the harsh military.
which he experienced upon returning from the corner.
I'm waiting for a miracle here. He puts it over Nielsen's left eye, which is being attacked. It's applied with the microphone. It goes over the left eye.
Sexual assault. The fighting spirit had left Nielsen by the 6th round, with his gloves down. His interest in neutralizing Tyson was minimal, covering his up this hurt his body and creating clinches. He was trying to buy some more time. If Tyson stayed still, he would throw a couple of random punches, but they were vulnerable to the counterattack. He opened his guard to let Tyson's powerful fist slip through. Iron Mike had become an executioner who knew no mercy. Mike landed a powerful right hand 30 seconds before the end of the round that made Nielsen stagger. Alright, then he backed off.
Big right hand by Tyson. I thought we had it. I thought we got started on that 2 skid. He got his head up in the air.
Tapos kasi
When did Tyson manage to corner Nielsen in a corner?
time was on his side. The fat man was
going
greeting.
for the bell, but he still had a lot of
time for the punches Mike left undone.
Right hand by Tyson to the lefty, but not much power behind that.
No.
Corner kick. An unusual situation started to unfold at Nelson's corner. Voluntarily in a unanimous decision with his team, Brian Nielsen withdrew from the contest. He was still standing, but his inner warrior was shattered. Once again, Tyson defeated a giant in the ring thanks to his relentless body attacks. A formula that Iron Mage was an expert at replicating. After the Tyson affair, as the victor, he shared a hug with Nielsen, showing that the rivalry had been purely competitive and great respect between them. At the end of the day, boxing is a gentleman's sport, and that night, two had squared off over Ray. After the fight, a little over a month later, Nielsen got back into the ring to face Ken Murphy. He looked drained.
Having his career in the discipline after a victory and unanimous awards.
Judges. At the end of the 8th round, after a long break in April 2002, he scored another victory under the same conditions against Aureus Grant. With
Marco,
that,
an enormous
together and apart until May 7th, 2011, when
he did not return to the ring to face Halmi.
The one and only Evander Holyfield,
After a scare,
by technical knockout in the 10th
episode there.
Come here, Dad. Come here, Dad.
Bang!
For more information, visit www.albertosanagustin.com.
Joseph decided to say goodbye to his minutes in the ring. Forever. If you've made it this far, thank you. Remember, the best way to support my content is by leaving a like on the video. Or why do you think Nielsen decided to focus on his defense instead of measuring his strength with an offensive to neutralize Tyson's brutal attack? I would love to read your perspective on this encounter in the comments. For now, I bid you farewell. Until the next chapter of the story.
golden in boxing.